Hey everyone, it's Becca. Welcome back to Neurospicy Budgeting. We are going to stuff sinking funds with the second half of June's paycheck. Then we're also going to do our $5 in Neurelis Budgets Dreams Do Come True Community Challenge. So let's get started. All right, let's start off by updating our binder here. That's what we would call it. So we have $1 going into month ahead, number one. For me, that is month ahead. That's going to be my big goal in 2026. I'm already thinking about that. I have ADD so bad, you guys. It's like finish one thing and then worry about the next, and I have a really hard time doing that. So anyway, plus one is $13. And I'm sorry I didn't go in and update my trackers. So we're just going to do that together. Put this one in here. How did your week end up going? Mine ended really uneventfully, which is a good thing. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm in the right one. Yep, number 4, got 3. So my week ended well. Work is very stressful, but such is life. You know how that goes. We did, let's see, what did we do on Friday? A whole lot of nothing. Friday evening. My son had really terrible nightmares. I'm filming this on Saturday, and he had really terrible nightmares last night and said he saw monsters and a ghost. So he actually slept until 3 p.m. today. I think he definitely had something going on for sure. And it looks like he has a little bit of an ear infection too, with some drainage. So he started on antibiotics, but it was quite the night in our house here. So number 5 got the last $1. So that is 8. Do you guys have a smartwatch that just thinks it's hilarious? It's like, you haven't moved in forever. Get up and move. My watch tells me that all the time. So yeah, it was an eventful night here. I hope that he sleeps better tonight. He seems to be, kids they heal so crazy. He already has a little bit of antibiotics on board and is finally eating. So hopefully tonight will be a bit better. Okay, we did that. Now, let's see. I haven't gone through this in a while, so I wanted to share this before I dive into the cash stuffing. I went through and redid, now that we're halfway through the year, updated my sinking funds tracker. So I just wanted to share that with you. I didn't really change much of anything other than kind of readjusting how I was categorizing things. In my high priority, I did holidays and birthdays. I did lower priority, and then long term. So I did redo, my binders, which you'll see in a minute, to kind of align with that. I needed to get a little more organized. This should be 244. So let's count. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 244. All right. This binder I have reorganized by category, and this is now my high priority sinking funds. So these are that first sheet in the tracking sheet there. So with that said, let me organize myself here. I'm going to need that calculator, I'm sure. Okay, first of all, I need to come in here. So we did do our storage unit trip this past weekend, not this current weekend, but the weekend prior. And it was $1,200 for a U-Haul. So I do need to update this tracker. I took, instead of, you guys, write this down. I know credit cards are like bad news for me. I am actually currently using ours for the first time in my life appropriately, I guess would be the best word. Like how normal people who don't have credit card issues probably use credit cards, in that you use them and you pay them off in full. So we put the U-Haul rental on the credit card. It was $1,200. So I had this $700 in cash from that I saved in that sinking fund. And then I used $1,000 in here because we also put the hotel on. So our total trip, including the U-Haul, the hotel, and gas and everything, was $1,689. So I took $1,000 from the 50th birthday trip, plus that $700, $1,700, put that in the bank and just paid off the credit card before it could accrue interest, you guys. That is the second time this year that I've used credit card responsibly. Oh my God, I'm so excited because I really have struggled with that in the past. And I paid off, I know I wasn't making videos then, but I have paid off $50,000 in consumer credit card debt. So that is how I'm debt free. Yeah, it was a long journey and I don't want to get myself back in there. So let's see. Today is the 14th, I think. So this is minus, 1,000. So 2,076 minus 1,000 is 1,076. And I took this from this category because I know my husband's birthday is in March of 2026. We will have time to build this back up and still achieve that goal. But I didn't want to go into debt and get into that cycle when I know I could take from another category and still have time to build that category back up. Am I being responsible? This is crazy. My life is not like this usually. I guess now it is. Okay. So we are down $1,000, but we have all of our stuff and we will be able to build that back up for his trip. Oops, sorry if that was loud. Okay. Camping. Our camping trip is coming up. My son, ever since he was 1, we always go camping for his birthday. He loves it. He asks to go every year. So we are going the end of June on his birthday camping trip. We're going to put $40 in here and our goal is $375 and that should bring us there. Yep. So let's put that in. I don't think I have any fully funded, but I have $100. I don't think that I have this organized in any way that would make sense for me to count. Okay, so we have 100, 50, 2, 50, 70, 90, 290, 310, 310, 30, 50, 75. Those odd amounts like trip my brain up so much. It is difficult for me to count. Okay, so I have $100 in the bank. Plus that, we are at our 375 and that's just going to be fun. We have such a great time and it is a little tradition. He is turning 5 and maybe some year in the future he'll bring friends and whatnot, but right now it's just this like great little family tradition. Oops, shoot, you guys, I totally forgot to put the total of $375 down here. Silly me. There we go. It's official. We are at our goal, which is wonderful. All right. Okay. So Pets is going to get $10. We are currently in the process of trying to, a little kitten update. We're currently in the process of trying to capture them. We have an appointment at the Feral Cat Society that does complimentary spay and neuter to help keep the stray and feral cat populations down. Oops, plus. So we have an appointment there and we have our traps, and so far we have not gotten anyone, but I was able to pet one of the babies, the little ginger cat. If you saw my video with the video of them in there, I was able to pet him or her this morning. They didn't realize, because as soon as they looked up and saw that I was petting them, they're like, ah, and backed away really quickly. However, that is a good step. So we are in the process of trying to capture them to give to my ex-husband, because he's going to take the kittens and keep them together. And then we are going to also work on trapping the adult cats, because we are going to take them in and then bring them back, because we want them to still, they're very comfortable here. They don't really leave our yard. So we want to keep them as comfortable as possible. Anyway, that was a long story. We're in the process. We have the traps out. Nobody has ventured in yet. And we haven't caught anything else. So we are on to car tabs. My husband and I, ours are both due about the same time. Mine's in October. His come due in December. So we're working on this. I'm putting $20 in today. 80, 200. I don't know why I had a little brain malfunction there. So we will keep working. Mine alone, I think, is like 400, and then his are 80. So we need just, oops, there we go. I'm targeting like $500, because we usually make a donation. I think we can make a donation to state parks or something too when we pay it. And we usually do. All right. So medical is going to get $10. I have this sinking fund that I would like to start. I have a procedure I would like to have next year. Insurance will cover a portion of it, but some of it is considered cosmetic, so it will be probably not covered by insurance. We'll see. I don't know. But I'm going to save, because you guys, I live in the United States. You can never have too much as like a little cushion for medical expenses here. I just laugh instead of cry, because, you know, that's how it goes. All right. We'll put that right in there. And, oh yeah, septic. I was like, I think we're done. Nope. We have septic, pumping. We're probably going to need to get that done within the next handful of years, I would assume. So I would like to start saving for it. So that's 40. We're going to put in $10. So we'll have 50. So we'll add a 10 in here and put that in. Last time in my old house, we had our septic pumped and it was relatively reasonable, like $500, but I feel like since then, who knows how expensive that's going to be now. All right. Okay, so we are now bringing in, this is now contains birthdays and subscriptions. I have my dad's birthday fully funded. We are going to add $5 into friends' birthdays. A lot of my daughter's friends, 5, have birthdays in the fall time frame and winter, right around the holidays. So I want to build this back up. And now, that would be 70, not 75, 70 plus 5. And now that my son is going into kindergarten, we did like little preschool birthday parties, but not a whole lot of them. They had parties at their preschool, and didn't really do birthdays, but I'm sure he is the outgoing one, so he's going to be making friends. So we got to start building this back up. All right, we will start on my mom's birthday in a little bit. My daughter is fully funded. I do need to color that in. We're going to be adding into my brother-in-law. His birthday's coming up in the fall winter months, so let's add $10. I wonder who my husband's talking to. I can hear him chit-chatting. He's a chit-chatter. All right. So Pops' birthday, we're fully funded. His birthday is this month in June, so we'll start on this again. Canva, $10. This is coming due in like February, I think. So there we go. Oops. 614 plus 10 is 60. There we go. Oh my gosh, Disney, you guys. Disney Plus. I know there are a ton of you who are Disney fans. I've never been a huge Disney fan myself. My kids sure the heck are. But I feel like Disney just rips you off. Love-hate relationship. So bad with them. It's ridiculous. Okay. Get out of there. See, it's even given me grief coming out of the envelope. Okay. We are going to put in $15. This renews in May, and I think it's now, I mean, they raise it by $20 every year, it feels like. So whatever, Disney. 55. So 15 is going in here. I have all sorts of different kinds of envelopes in here, so it's like, oop, see, and then I'm not going to get rid of that, but it doesn't seal. All right, my Prime subscription, we're getting so close. This one, I started this little tracker, so we're going to keep it this way. We are going to add, what am I going to add in here? I think $10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then, yeah, 10. Oops. So $10. I don't think I have that organized in any way in there, so that's okay. Shove this back in here. And then Costco, this is for our membership. I have a separate Costco like shopping sinking fund to save for Costco run. But this is for our membership, which comes due in May. So that'll be due in almost a year, 11 months. So we are going to do $12. All right, so that brings us to the end of subscriptions and birthdays. We're going to go into holidays. You can see, like, I definitely did a revamp and rehaul of these. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. I put this in my Ko-fi as a June freebie, part of my birthday. month. I spent most of my life in survival mode. The first step of getting out of it is forgiving yourself for everything you did or didn't do. I really like that. All right, we're going to skip 4th of July. We're going to go to Halloween, and we're going to put in $20. Plus 20, and that would be 188. I'm thinking I don't really have. I'm thinking maybe $300. I don't know. We love Halloween, and it's a tradition. I let my kids each pick out. We kind of Halloween and Christmas. We are that awesome family, tacky family, however you want to view it, that has like a lawn full of inflatables. So every year they each get to pick out one. At some point, I'm sure we'll move on and start doing something else to the outside of the house. So I want to have costumes, candy, and decorations. All right, Thanksgiving. Like I mentioned before, we aren't really big Thanksgiving people. Well, I'm not. I don't find a ton of joy in cooking. I love spending time with family. However, we don't do like a whole big thing. So I'm targeting like $120 for food and just whatever, because we don't have a huge family, and it's not that important to me. All right, just being honest. Okay, because then Christmas is right around the corner, and Hanukkah, and blah blah blah, and we make a much bigger deal about that. And the solstice. We have a lot going on in our family. Pagans, Jews, Christians, Catholics. We got them all covered here. All right, New Year's. We are going to put $7 in New Year's. Again, we don't do a whole lot, but we do like to be able to do a little something for the kids. I don't know, get a special meal, maybe do like a surf and turf. I don't know. It depends what we want to do. And that's all we're putting in for holidays today. We have Valentine's and Easter that I'm going to start saving for too. All right. Next up, we have our low priority sinking funds. So we are going to skip over to skiing. We need to start working on that because the winter right now, it is, the summer is sunny, hot, cloudy, can't make up its mind. But winter will be here, and skiing is friggin' expensive. So we're going to be putting in $5, and we're going to start working on this. All right, next up we are going to put $5 into date night. My husband and I, having elementary age kids, it's kind of hard, but we have talked and really want to start prioritizing some time together. And now that my daughter is old enough to babysit and is really enjoying doing that to earn money, maybe we'll start going bowling or ice skating, different things, just as little date nights. So we're going to start saving. We started a category for that. And then anniversary, we're going to put $5 in. Again, as part of that plan for the next year into 26 and 6. Oh my goodness, 6/14. We want to celebrate us and each other. So we're going to start doing that. And that's not to buy gifts. It's more to like do something together, spend time. We both appreciate the gift of time over the gift of things. Okay. And back to school, I have that fully funded for 25. So we're working on 26. All right, coming into this purple one, these are my long-term sinking funds. So as you can see, like bathroom reno, braces for my son. Oh boy, he's going to need them. And we are going to save for driveway paving. We have our driveway, I don't think has been redone since the house was built in the 60s, it feels like. I'm sure it has. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So we are going to put in. I'm already looking. I'm like, I have a leftover money. Did I skip something? Oh, I think I messed up, you guys. Okay, driveway. $10. My mind is already like skipping ahead. Where did I not put in money that I said I put in money? I'm going to have to go and watch the video and then update that. It's probably because I was talking. All right, heat pump. We don't have central heater or air conditioning in this house. We have a radiant heat that we don't use. So we actually, in the winter, everybody just has a little Vornado space heater in their room, and that has been doing the trick, but we are going to invest in a heat pump. All right. So it's getting $10. Now I am going to figure out where I messed up. All right. It wasn't in here. Okay, you guys, I'm going to figure this out. I will put a thing down below when I figure out how I mess things up, and I will let you know because it will be very obvious when I go through and watch this. Anyway, I hope you have a great weekend. I will be back at the beginning of the week with some more savings challenges and games, and yeah, have a great Father's Day. I hope that you have time with those that you love and care about. Have a wonderful Sunday. I will see you in a new one soon. Bye.